I'm sitting here in the hospital right now, and it forces a perspective that no financial textbook or glossy brochure can ever teach you. So, I came here today to visit my grandmother. She just went through a major health event, and as us as a family sit here with the doctors discussing her prognosis, she's categorized as a moderate risk to return home regular. Now, as a family, we're backed into a corner, and we got to make a crucial choice. And that choice is, do we pay out of pocket for a home health aide to come to her house and assist her every day? Or do we send her to, Do we send her to a rehabilitation facility for 2 or 3 months or so that she can regain her basic mobility skills and get back to regular? And get this, as if that weren't enough, because when it rains it pours. If that wasn't enough of a wake-up call, just a few floors up in this exact same hospital is sitting my uncle, her little brother. Well, he's been in the medical facility currently now for over 3 months, recovering from a severe stroke. So the reality is, having 2 family members in the exact same medical building that are both facing long-term recovery isn't just an emotional burden, right? It's a massive financial crossroad. So what about where my industry, the financial industry, fails, right? Those CFPs and financial advisors and all that. Well, I want to drop the uncomfortable truth. As financial professionals, whether you're an insurance-only agent, a certified financial planner, or an investment advisor, the industry as a whole does a fucking terrible job handling this reality. We sit across from families every single day and we sell them the dream of life insurance. And then we wrap it in a neat little bow. We go on and we harp endlessly on the ultimate worst case scenario. What happens to your family if you die? Now, death is easy to pitch, but the far more common and far more catastrophic statistical reality is what happens when you live. And more often than not, when something happens, you don't die. Something happens and you live. So now what happens when you survive that stroke or a cardiac event or mobility limiting illnesses, but you can't work or take care of yourself any longer? Well, that's literally where most financial plans are going to fall all the way apart. So now let's look at how living benefits actually work. And this is precisely why living benefits on a life insurance policy, and I don't care what type of policy it is, it could be whole life, term life, UL, IUL, whatever, are non-negotiable. And a properly structured living benefit can contain riders designed for 3 distinct events: terminal, critical, and chronic illness. Take my grandmother's situation, for example. So, when somebody reaches an age or a point where they can't perform 2 ADLs, ADLs are called activities of daily living. So I want you to look at things like bathing, dressing yourself, eating, going to the bathroom, or moving independently. A chronic illness rider triggers on your life insurance. So instead of waiting for a death benefit that helps people after you're gone, a life insurance policy with living benefits advances you tax-free cash while you're still alive. Now, that money goes directly to you to pay for the $5,000 a month for a home health aide, or to cover those 2 to 3 months in a specialized rehab facility without draining your life savings, or forcing your family into debt. So now, let's look at some missing pillars with this, because there are some missing pillars. So take a look at my uncle. I don't know if you guys saw the video that I did a couple of months ago, but he spent 3+ months in a facility following a stroke. So that isn't a quick 2-week sickness. That is a prolonged life event. And if your advisor hasn't sat down with you and addressed long-term care insurance and disability insurance, or what I call paycheck insurance, they haven't built you a financial plan. They sold you some shit to get some money. They built you a false sense of security. See, when a health crisis strikes, you shouldn't have to choose between quality medical care and bankrupting the wealth that you spent to build up to pass down to your family. You spent decades to build this up, by the way, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cut through the noise and all the BS of all these other people selling you. Let's get rid of this superficial industry pitch, and let's start building financial strategies that handle how life actually happens. So, folks, if you want to review your current coverage, see if your policy actually has living benefits attached, or structure a complete protection plan that covers you, whether you live, quit, or pass away, I want you to reach out. I want you to click the link in my bio, click the link that's attached to this video, or use the contact information that's displayed on the screen right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, stop playing games. I want you to connect directly with me and make sure that your family is protected. Because this is real life, not for play. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Salute, 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 salute.